Today is April the 9th, 2026. Updating our culture journal log to go back and listen to and gather more inception details of things beyond the void. Oh, this is gonna be dope. So about, I think it's now 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna say, before Easter, we all decided to go to Wasaga Beach. All right, man, okay, let's go to Wasaga Beach. All right, so we're like, okay, I'm going to Wasaga Beach. But as I got closer to Wasaga Beach, there was this enormous, super magnified nuclear mushroom vibration. And I was like, holy motherfucker, this is intense. And I'm driving there, and I could sense my body is changing. Like my stomach started to turn, my heart pulsating. I could sense the skin just tightening up. My hair, my skin tightening up. I'm like, oh man, this shit is insane. So anyways, driving there, we got there. So I had to wait for Benny and Michael at the Parks and Rec place. So like, okay, cool. So I stepped out of the car just to have a smoke. I'm like, this is interesting. So I stood and I looked at the trees where it's pointing towards the Tim Hortons. I'm looking at the trees and I'm like, okay, there's only 5 trees moving. That's the oddest pattern I've ever seen, I said to myself. So we only see 5 trees moving and everything is still. Like it's completely still. I'm like, okay, cool. So anyways, so the night goes on and I could sense there was a mist coming. So a huge foggy mist. I'm like, man, I want to see this mist. Anyways, didn't get to see the mist, but I ended up sitting in the backyard. I could sense the mist from a distance, not knowing how close where we stayed was so close to Wasaga Beach, where the water is. So I could sense the mist, and I could sense that vibration off the water. I'm like, whoa, this is fucking phenomenal. So Benny comes out, he goes, oh, are you gonna play food? I said, nah, Benny, I'm just gonna like sit here and vibe out, because this vibration is so fucking lit. And I could see Benny having a smoke and she's freezing. And I realized, oh, I've actually been sitting out there for a while because my jacket is so cold you could touch the frost off it. So anyways, so we jump forward. To where we are. So anyways, I got up in the morning. I'm like, okay. So it was like 5:30 in the morning. All the crows came out. They were on the trees outside the backyard. They're going. I'm like, okay, the crows are hyper excited. I'm like, yo, they were off the chain. They were like, oh. I'm like, okay, I'm not playing my flute today. They're like, that's fine. You gotta go to the beach. I'm like, okay. So anyways, so I was taking 6 pictures before with these figures that I saw in the midst. I posted on my Instagram, Facebook. I'm also gonna put this on the new YouTube page, Master Yogi Metaphysical Teaching. That's on our YouTube page. You see all the cool videos are built. But anyway, so I grabbed my knapsack. I said to everybody, I'm like, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go pick up rocks. Everybody's like, all right, do your thing. So anyways, jumped in the car, booked it, got where I need to go, and then I got off. I'm like, okay, let's go. So anyways, I walk onto the trail, and as soon as I stepped over that boundary of the trail, I was like, where the fuck did I just end up? Because this wood is nothing like I've ever walked into. Like, fuck, we going in blind. So anyway, so we're pretty much in a space where we've never been. So we walked in and we're like, okay, so crows are going, they're going. So I asked 2 people for help to direct me towards the beach. So anyway, so they guide me, and they could hear the crows going. They were super excited. So anyways, I'm walking and booking. I'm like, man, and as soon as I got close to the beach, the energy got so hardened. It was like, it was literally tight. So anyways, got to the beach. right? And then got to the part crossover, so I'm picking up rocks, whatever the case may be, pick up the rocks I need. So I'm booking it back. So I'm booking it back, and I'm telling you, as soon as I stepped out of those trees, my body literally exploded. My chest was like a massive heart attack. I've never had one before. If that's what that shit felt like, nobody wants one though. My body exploded. It was like, what the fuck? When I mean exploded. So then, the coolest part of this is that as it exploded, so I'm cleaning off the rocks with my shirt. So put them in my knapsack. So we're walking to the car, and our body's like, whoa. It's like we're literally like in space, just running while our body expanded. So we got to the car, put the rock down, and we were like, what the fuck is this? So we wind the window down. I'm like, yo, we need to get some fresh air, because man, and all of a sudden, a next wave of that intense vibration literally went, whoa! It was like a whole lot of thunderbolt. Listen, I literally put the seat down, lay back down, and then watch myself from out of my skin exploded in the car. I was like, whoa. So I literally stayed in the car for 45 minutes till I was able to actually start getting a grasp that I'm still on Earth, nowhere else. I could put my feet down. Whew. After 45 minutes, trust me, people saw me out there in the park. They saw me, like, they literally would see the car expand with energy because they were out there. So I drove right back to where we were staying, and I got there. I was like, holy fuck, what a charge. So I had all my rings on, so my ring was expanded, like it was almost overswollen. My fingers were overswollen the ring, so I literally took them off, put them away. And this is the coolest part of all of this. I know this is a long podcast. This is one of those insane, far energy transcending from somewhere. Listen, today is the first day, April 9, 2026, from 2 weeks ago, that my soul vibration is actually home at 180 Mill Street, vibing like, whoa. But here's the coolest part. No, Artemis 2 is actually coming home tomorrow from space. But here's the coolest part of studying the void and walking through the void. This is where it gets cool. Those 4 people, those asteroids that are actually in space right now, that went to the other side of the moon, their existence of their vibration of what they've just saw that nobody's ever saw, their perspective of everything they thought of disappear. It doesn't exist. So in my eyes, those 4 new asteroids and Amethyst 2, those 4 people are new vibration of extraterrestrial energy that is now coming back to Earth. Because as you move through the void, you're moving through a dark place that human beings have never experienced. So that vibration, frequency, that energy that is collected and transcended through them, through the makeup of that spaceship, have now transcended 4 extraordinary human existence into something that the Earth is waiting for to see. And that is my take on being back. What a wonderful, wonderful life. We're gonna live it, keep going, moving forward, and life is good. Follow your core beliefs and mantra. This is awesome because Amethyst 2, Prometheus 2 is bringing back 4 new, extraordinary human beings based on the perception that they've seen on the dark side of the moon.